Hey guys, so back with next part of hopefully the last part of 2034 AC after Canada, and this is a adventure game that's set in a post-apocalyptic future of 2034, 14 years from now. Apparently, the whole Earth is going to be destroyed or something like that, except for Canada, where in Canada everything is all going to be still civilized and hunky-dory, unless you unless you're watching a hockey game, in which case things are going to get pretty messed up based on I guess in yesterday's stream. It was pretty screwed up. So let me restore the same game. So basically, I'm in Canada. I'm a female Mountie. I'm in Tim Hortons. I just got some free. I have some free Timbits. I have free coffee. I got a beer. I got some guy's hat. Basically, what happened last time is I got summoned to disturbance at Tim Hortons. I found out some weird guy is causing trouble, and it turns out it's basically this guy in the top hat and the tails is causing trouble somehow. I can't speak to him though because he speaks British English and I only speak Canadian English. There's also another guy who's an Australian guy who only speaks Australian English, so I can't understand him either. So it's one of those humorous games. The big puzzle so far was trying to figure out how to get from the left side of the room to the right side of the room. Yeah, Canada created Canada created Celine Dion. They cannot be trusted. Yeah, it's like South Park didn't like Celine Dion too much either. Um, Actually, this sort of looks like the South Park graphics now that I think about it. So the big puzzle was how to get from the left side of the room to the right side of the room to get past these hockey fans. And in the process, I watched this hockey game like about 10 times, and man, like this nice bounty who's very polite. She like curses like a sailor when you watch a hockey game. She, you wouldn't believe the language that she used. I mean, I'm not going to repeat it. You have to go watch the last previous chat or the previous stream to check that out because it's pretty messed up. But basically, the big puzzle is how to get through the crowd here, and the answer was basically just to go uh, through the other side because if you look here, this is an Australian guy. If you look here, this Tim Hortons in the future is inside an igloo in Canada, and I guess the igloo is round. So because of that, the premise is you can go around the side of the igloo and get to the other side. Although the truth is, like, that's not really true because if there's actually like a line of people like right across the middle of the igloo, then the fact that it's round is not really going to stop you from it's not really going around is not going to help you get through the crowd if it's like really going from one side to the other. So pretty cheap. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out now where some guy is. That was what will happen is the British guy basically I can't understand him, and someone else said there's another guy who understands both Canadian English and British English. So I'm trying to find that guy. And the last thing I heard is check out this blue dog, maybe. Yeah, usual sled dog. Hey fella, good day. Oh, he's talking. The other dogs don't talk. They just say roof roof, yip yip. This one here, good day. Gosh, Australian blue heeler. They're like a super uncommon breed up here in Canada. Yeah, I agree, Matt. It's like some kind of weird mood logic geometry. Like most Canuck kids, I grew up with pet beavers, so I don't know a lot about dogs, yeah? So it's like, I'm not sure what skills and abilities this particular breed is known for, okay? And since this is a Mags game, there's just isn't time to do the research, eh? Mags game being like the competition, so it's supposed should be a quick game. I said yesterday, but it wasn't. So let's say that blue heelers are the best tracking dogs in the world. I mean, like super amazing trackers, eh? Now we're established that fact. We can go from there, right, boy? Crikey, you betcha, boy. Good dog. All right, so he's a tracker. So can I use him to track the guy that I'm looking for? Hi, fella. All right, can I give him some tidbits or something? Oh, let me give him the hat of this guy. This is the hat of the weird guy that I'm trying to track. The player may decide you're a tracking dog, okay? Bonzer. So, like, have a sniff of this, eh? Hmm. Got anything, buddy? Twinings. Truffet and Hill. Marks and Spencer. What the hell is he saying? I don't understand, boy. Neither do I. Just my luck, eh? I found a talking dog. We're not speaking the same language. I think he speaks the Australian language also. Matt says, maybe it's like the puzzle in Freddy Farkas where you have to figure out what the prescription is the doc wrote while he was drunk. Yeah, maybe. What do I do with this guy? So, I gave him the... Maybe I can get the Australian guy to talk to him. He seems to speak Australian. How to speak Australian. That's it. Die, mate. How to speak Australian. Is ready to get him to go outside with the dog? But okay. Giving him the hat didn't work. He looked at the hat, he smelled it, but I already tried that. He's got the scent, but I think he's waiting for something. Maybe he wants some beer. Oops. Well, it's okay to give a dog a little beer. I never give one a whole bottle. They got little livers, eh? If you choose to give your dog a little booze, don't get it to him very often. See, dogs are more prone to alcoholism than people. Weird, eh? Now to enroll your dog in a double A Alcoholics Anonymous would just be embarrassing, right? The point is, I'm not giving this dog my beer, okay? All right, so I should give him some Timbits. I wonder if it'll help me if I give him a treat. Timbits are like Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins in the U.S. Okay, see the Timbits. Yum yum. Well, you little knob, I just gave you a fresh Timbit. You better get your little doggy butt in gear, eh? Oh, there he goes. Holy cow, I'm bringing my cruiser to catch up to him. Check it out, that dog led me all the way to Ontario. I think he was in Winnipeg before. That's a pretty long drive. Even with Canada's great road, it's still a bit of a drive. So it's like I ate the rest of the Timbits on the way, eh? Oh, hush, I already gave you one, you good little mutt. Goodness, a dog runs all the way from Winnipeg to Niagara Falls City, and he thinks he's earned an extra treat or something. Niagara Falls is frozen over. I mean, that does actually happen that it gets frozen, but I don't think it gets completely frozen over. Dog on a smoking break? Please don't pee over the side. Why not? I guess it could be a ship down there or something. You know, if they hadn't said anything about it, it never would have occurred to me to pee off the edge of the platform. But now it's all I can think about. Thanks so much for putting that idea in my head, Key, Department of Tourism. That's funny. What's this? An outlet cover? Okay. What's this electrical thing? Why is there a rope tied to the Niagara Falls? It's a big, thick rope. Can I reach it from here? No. If I can take a running leap and grab it in midair, heck no. Okay, why is there a plug? Sure, an extension cord would be very useful in my adventures. That particular one is like over 150 meters long. I think it's pretty difficult to carry that bulky around, so I leave it where it is, okay? It's an incredibly long electrical cord plugged to the outlet of the wall of the tourism platform. Where does it go, though? Can I climb down the other side of it? Over the side. Ooh, there he is, down there hanging for a rope. Look like he's working on something. Mr. Wilberforce, hey! This is the guy who speaks British English, I guess. I'll finally get his attention. I might dump hot coffee on him. I'm not throwing things over the edge of the platform. Why not? How can I get his attention if I can't jump things over the edge of the platform? Is there somewhere I can go? Doesn't seem like it. What's the point of this? Okay, I mean, I can't throw things over the side, then it sort of eliminates a lot of my options. Oops. It's the edge of the viewing platform as Japanese tourists snap photos and American tourists dangle their babies in the air. Use the coffee cup as a megaphone? I could try, but I think it's full. I need to use that inventory myself right now, eh? I know where Timbits. I have to do with the hat. I need to bang on the sign. I don't think so. What's this rope? So I guess he's hanging from the rope. If I can get to the rope, or if I can do something with the rope. It's also a scenic view. Beauty sight, eh? Stand all day and imagine the rugged sights of Canada's natural wonders. I got a case of some, yeah? Okay. Oh, a dangling icicle. As tempting as that dangly icicle is, I can't reach from here. Can I throw something at that? Oh, yeah, I probably could hear those hurl this beer ball knock that icicle loose. They're going to be cost me a perfectly good bottle of beer. But I did get my built-in hidden system sense tingling, so must be on the right track, eh? Are you stuck on just this one screen? I think so. I don't think there's anywhere else to go. But I can throw something else at the icicle. I want to throw that. Maybe the cover. Good idea, buddy. Let's see if we can make that dangly icicle a little less dangly. Give me a second to line up the shot, okay? Not growing up in the States that never played baseball, we Canadians aren't actually gifted throwers, eh? Plus, I throw like a girl, eh? This is going to be tricky. Oof. Crack. Nice shot. Booyah! Paige Rousdower wins the World Series. Eek. Who's dropping icicles on my head, eh? Knock that off, you hosers. Don't make me climb up there and call your parents, kids. Mr. Wilberforce, hi, I'm with the RCMP. I need to speak with you. She don't remember me, but you're that little Rousdower kid, yeah? Told you all us Canadians know each other. Am I in trouble with the law or something? Not at all, sir. I need to speak about a case I'm working. Come on, come on. Let's get on with this here. You come down here. We talk while I work. That'd really help me out, buddy. Just give me a minute to get down there. Well, poop. Like most Canadians, it was too darn polite for my own good. How am I supposed to get down there? Climb the wire, maybe? I mean, I don't know. That's all I can think of. Oh, I need to click on you. Is he still on a cigarette break? Yeah, I guess so. Why can't she like climb down the electrical cord? Is there anywhere else to go? That's the question. I don't think so. Oh, I'm gonna drive the car? I'm using the cruiser winch to lower myself down to Mr. Wilberforce. All I need to find is a volunteer to run the winch. All I need is a good dog. You. Go here, Pooch. Break time's over. Oh, another screen. Come on down, young lady. I need a break anyway. This reminds me of Monkey Island 2. Take your time, no hurry. And I would not want to be in this situation in real life. Thank you for sparing a few minutes to speak with me, Mr. Old Forest. I understand you must be very busy being a park warrior and all, eh? Well, there, young lady. You're speaking shorter blocks of text. Once you get clipped off the edges, they'll be hard to read, eh? It's the edges, see, they help give a sense of vertical parallel by boxing in the frame. They also curb your dialogue. Oh, this is funny. This is a little better, sir. It's a bit too much. Keep at it. I'll get the hang of it. What can I say to this guy? Oh, my gosh. What's he do with a hairdryer? Trying to melt. Got a few cracks in the surface here. The hairdryer melts it. Must take all day to get the cracks are warpful this size. Reminds me of the Ghostbuster 2 game sewer level. It's here by calling in life to make sure Cat is the best looking waterfalls in the world. Alright, blah, 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 blah. How long have you worked for Parks Canada? Back in January 2013. Not too long ago. Oh my gosh, United States dropped a nuke on it? It's more of apocalypse talk here. It's very like, there's supposed to be an apocalypse going on in the rest of the world, but obviously Canada is not that affected by it. I have a toque that belongs to you. That's that hat or something. I didn't know it was called a toque. It's nice to get an old man a brand new toque. Oh, like I'm just returning an old one to you, eh? Tam said you left it at Timmy's last Friday. Timmy's being Tim Hortons. I wonder what happened to that old toque. Here's your toque. Alright, good. I mean, the Lex icicle lands on my head won't be so painful. Don't believe those rumors about the Roused Hours. That's their family. Okay. This game is weird. By the way, you notice how there's like a wind, and like every once in a while, like the loop sound from the wind ends for a second and then starts again? That's really annoying. I don't know why they couldn't figure out a way to make the loop continue. Just gives us to everybody. How's the apocalypse treating you, sir? In England, they've been conquered by space aliens. I think like they try to reference every single like post-apocalyptic thing. So here's like the tripods, like like what is it, War of the Worlds, or they try to reference all these different things. They were talking about like aliens before and Terminator and stuff like that. A bunch of a group of boys will rise up. There's no in-game audio. Oh man, why didn't you tell me that before? Why is there no in-game audio? You really don't hear the audio? You don't hear the sound of the wind? It should be going on. Hold on a second. Oh, it should be working. I mean, right this second there's no audio, but when the game is in focus, you don't hear the wind audio? If you don't hear it, man, I just have to crank up the volume a little bit, but I hear it. There's no speech, but there is audio. Nice weather we're having. Okay. Finally, I need you to come with me, sir. She's no in-game sounds, just me speaking? Really? What if I crank it up a little bit? Do you hear it now? I think we missed some of the game just now while I was doing that. The cheap hussy in Halifax with the curious name of Nanemo just bears a striking resemblance to me, that's all. I resent the implication you could think I'm a sexy cross-dressed hooker on the weekends. It's a good day to take off, eh? Are you talking about Naughty Nanemo, the hottest hooker in Halifax? You can hear it slightly now. I'll raise it up a little bit more. I don't know, I'm surprised. I felt like it would be too loud. He's investigating her, right? Oh, gosh. Anyway, I don't care that you cross-dress, whatever. Nobody cares. Just come with me so you can translate this fancy gentleman's language. Let's go drive to Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, why don't you say that sooner? Oh, I guess the hockey game's over because there are only people left. You have to force me to Timmy's, no way. Breakfast rush is over. Hey, are you a Mountie? We already talked to you before. Some bushranger stole me dog. Oh, that was me. Don't worry, sir. Your dog's outside waiting by your sled. He is? That's great. I wonder where he's been all this time. Probably went on a sightseeing trip. Cat has got lots of beautiful places to see, a bunch of trees to pee on. Now you can hear it clearly. Okay, good, Matt. I've peed on quite a few myself. If I ever get my hands on the bloke that kidnapped him, I'll tear him apart. It was me. Wasn't that a blue heeler riding in the backseat of the way from Ontario? Shh, just keep walking. I like their walk cycle. She just shuffles over there. Alright, there's the guy. He looks pretty fancy. Is this the guy? Yep, that's him. How you doing, buddy? Bluster! So he's like from Britain, so he's speaking like pip pip and all that stuff. He's a really fancy one, this guy. Okay, let's give it a try. Back, sir. Salutatorious elucidation. Hoopla. How about it, Willie? Can you tell me what he said? I'm not sure. I guess I'm a lot out of practice, eh? Oh, poo. I'm not sure you're be out of practice. What do you want, like a freaking beer or something? Do I have to, like, bribe you? Here, how? Oh, you want a cigarette? I took the dog cigarettes? Here, have a cigarette. I don't smoke. Do you want these? These things will kill you, buddy. That concludes his public service announcement. That's actually funny. Or how about a coffee? You want a coffee? It's like a hot cup of coffee? No need, young lady. Tim Hortons gives out free coffees to employees of both Parks Canada and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. All right. How about the beer? Every time I try to give the beer to somebody, she says like she doesn't want to sleep with them, basically. Tab did say whenever he got drunk, he started talking all fancy, right? I remember that. Even living for a few decades, nor his body's to Canadian beer yet. Heck, see, us Canucks have got to switch to beers as soon as our mamas weed us if we're going to build up a tolerance to this stuff, eh? Would you care for a beer, Mr. Wilberforce? Well, I usually wait till Friday night, Ty went on. Well, you know the old saying, right? It's got to be Friday night somewhere on Earth, right? Well, that's exactly that saying goes, young lady. Let's not overthink it, yeah? All right, glug, glug, glug. I think he's drunk. He does. There was no sound effect for that burp, by the way. That wasn't just any Canadian beer. It was Molson Royal Super Stout. Most Canadians can't handle that stuff. Oh my God, his pants fell down. Will you help me bury his body in a shallow grave? Promise me our little secret, okay? No one else to know, eh? Perfidy. Oh no, witnesses. Let's get out of hand fast. I'm going to blow have two people on my hands. Okay, here's the plan. I'll beat the fancy guy to death with some Dale crawlers while you watch the door. What the heck are you waiting for, buddy? Quick, start clicking around. If we're going to dig too crazily to find a shovel or something. This is actually really funny. Oh, gosh. Thank God I didn't kill you. I won't have to live the rest of the life as a fugitive. It's like Freddy Farkas, yeah. I guess ripping off for Freddy Farkas a little bit. What are they talking about? It sounded like the Hulk or something. I missed it for a second, but it sounded like the Hulk. Maybe we should dig those graves after all. Come on, translate already. The whole game is about the fact that this weird guy came into Tim Hortons and we don't understand what he's saying. So let's get to it. Oh, now he's speaking in British. Come on. All right, let's talk to this guy now. Good day. So what are you trying to tell me earlier, sir? Rather, platter, fortnight's merest bibble. Phlogistus squamiousness, paraphasic twaddle, doodly-doo. Good morning, young lady. I'm Lord Mansfield, Willoughby, Gainsborough, Hartbridge, Lighton, Digby, Chatfield of the Gerald's Cross Chatfields, naturally. But my trusted butler and I recently fled jolly old England, escaping the tyrannical rule of the uprising apes. only by the most divine providence, was no sooner reached the shores of the New World when my trusted butler was ripped from my service in the most untimely fashion, eaten by a sea monster, shockingly enough. Now I know what to carry my bags or drive me around. That's it? Pip Pip forthwith what? Since you're clearly a law enforcement officer, a very reasonable expectation insists that you investigate this matter in a timely and efficient manner. Okay. How'd you get it from England? Who cares? Escaped aboard by one of my many private yachts, one of the smaller ones, unfortunately. Had to leave my entire collection of Princess Diana commemorative plates behind. Now the apes are flinging them against the wall even as we speak. Jeeves and I escaped by Rolls Royce over the pilot of Scotland with our possessions, my extra fluffy socks, and his only surviving child. That's not good. For I was able to convince my butler to drive his infant daughter and bring out my steer trunk of marmalade instead. After there was a long, exciting chase through the American countryside, fighting militia groups, evading the predations of cannonballs, pursued by ravenous packs of wild dogs and gerbils. Gosh. How do you like Canada so far? How should I put this? Undissembled twiddle, what? What's he saying? Because he really likes it here. Canada rocks. I guess I guess he doesn't like it there at all. It's the guy translated it wrong. Balderdash. He said, "Go Toronto Blue Shirts." I guess he doesn't know much about hockey yet. You'll learn, buddy. Pretty soon, hockey will be in your blood, just like the rest of us. Uh-oh. Your butler was eaten by a sea serpent? That seems pretty far-fetched, yeah? Can't believe you'd be so heartless to say such a cruel thing to an old man still ringing for the loss of his treasured commemorative plates. I'm still mourning the oops, pressed the wrong button. Still eager to steer his own car. Da, 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 da. How could you? Yada yada yada. Please tell me the sea serpent, sir. Listen carefully, young lady. What? What the hell is he talking about? For fleeing the pirates of Delaware, my butler Jeeves and I made our way to the lush hills of Vermont. We made the acquaintance of a genial fellow, a Canadian fellow living abroad in the semi-United States. Over seeing the safe cave of Canada, over to show a secret pathway to the north, came for a single jar of marmalade. Halfway across the frozen expanse of the lake, we turned and ran. Because moving in the ice, took his big bag of sand with him. Now that precious sand, electric snow tires, we left our wheels spinning uselessly on the ice. I urged Hughes to disembark, so I might attempt to push us across. Well, he might attempt to push us across. While I wrapped myself in a blanket and snuggled to the back seat of my teddy bear for a nice nap. That's what happened in the sea monster, right? You guys want to talk about it? The weather's amazingly consistent, sir. Where else are you working? You cold filter your own beer. There's too much talking. Come on, let's go. You ready to tell me the rest of your story, sir? We left the narrative. We saw the lake. Jesus was pushing the Rolls Royce. I was lightly napping. Jesus had nudged the car mostly across the ice. Everything seemed fine. Terrible eruption. The ice burst. Sound from out of time. Heard Jeeves scream. Told to get back to work. That was to Jeeves. Turned to my nap, and hours later, woke up from my delightful rest. I found no sign of Jeeves. Mr. Tate, I searched everywhere for my butler, everywhere. Everywhere that we see walking into the car, of course, raised with 2 meters or so. What a nice guy. The ice had been shattered. An unseen sea serpent's attack. Jeeves probably just ran away. He probably decided he doesn't want to work for this guy anymore. He just got the heck out of there. I seized the wheel of the Rolls Royce. How do you drive if there was no sand? Eventually found this delightful pastry shop and have been here ever since. Let's be clear all the details. You never actually saw the much rumored yet never seen sea serpent Champ, who others believe lives in Lake Champlain in defiance of all laws of nature, and you claim it your butler Jeeves. Do I have the pertinent facts in order, sir? Pertinent girl, I don't need to see something to know that I saw it. Not some common man bound by requirements of evidence, eyewitnesses, sobriety tests, or any such laws the lesser man must abide by. He should be in the media, this guy. Doesn't need evidence or eyewitnesses or anything. I am a nobleman. Okay. Thanks for your report. I'll look into it right away. What do you think, Willie? I don't believe these stories, but this guy seems to think something strange happened. This guy's still drunk. Why don't you get up on the counter and dance for me, darling? Oh, Maybe go out to your car. You pretend to be a donut and Willie can glaze you. Hee hee. Size, right. Stupid local ledger or not, I may just drive to Lake Champlain to get away from these two hose heads for a while. You two stay here, okay? I'll look for G's on my own. Oh, come on. Let's get the heck out of here, buddy. Alright, let's get the heck out of here, I agree. This game is really weird. There's so little doing and so much talking. So much talking. I guess this is his Rolls Royce. Tim Hortons is the Legislative Assembly of Manitoba. In my car. Let's get to Lake Champlain and see if we can find some trace of that G's guy, eh? Hopefully by the time we get back here, Willie will be sobered up. Let's hit the road again, buddy. Where's Lake Champlain? I know I've heard of it. Oh gosh, even though this is for mags and deadlines are super tight, I still got my own mini game. Yeah, Matt, you're right. It's way easier to write dialogue than create drag screens and puzzles. You were than I expected, to be honest. Usually magazines are pretty straightforward, no frills. Yeah, I agree. I didn't expect so much. So like, I'm super stoked to do this, right? Not really. Here's what we gotta do. You know as well as I, there's no such thing as a sea monster living in Lake Champlain. So I figured that butler guy ran off because he's sick of being a butler. That's what I said too. Who would it be working for Duke Top Hat, right? Probably got the cat with big dreams of being an ice road trucker. You see on TV. When he saw a chance to run off the Yukon, he shot Sea Monster, while Mr. Fancy Pants saw in the backseat. G was holding butt for the north. I promised Mr. Monocle I'd come out here and have a look, so let's drive around and do that. Once I've had a good look, we can go back with a clear conscience and tell Lord Fancy Pants old champ ate his butler and didn't leave any bones. Sure, it's a little white lie, but it's also a gruesome one. And people love gory stories, right? Lord Fancy Pants will swallow it whole. Alright, let's go. Let's check out some ice. You look around for any patches of ice that grab your attention. When you find some, right-click on it so I can have a good look. Feel free to take your time, okay? It's nice and warm here, so no rush. God, why do I want to do that? You know what kind of puzzle this is? It's darn pixel hunt for invisible hotspots. At least you're being honest about it. So embarrassed right now. The players never going to speak to me again. I just know it. Everyone's going to hate me. Here, I can turn on the cruiser scope to show us how many more of these damn things we need to find, okay? Well, that helps. That does help a little. I agree, it does make it better. Nothing at this spot, so we're going to keep going till we check all the stupid invisible spots, okay? I'm really sorry about this. Now, what do you think about this? I think it's pretty self-aware. I mean, like, the fact that it knows that it's stupid, it's going to be a little bit of help. Makes it a little bit better. No sign of Butler was devoured here. I got one more. Here's another one. Way to see here. What's that? Really pixel hunting here. City of Pittsburgh? Oh, it's like burned to the ground. Yeah, what the heck? This very moment, I'm sure that Pittsburgh is in Pennsylvania, not in Vermont. I was going to say, I don't think you can get to Pittsburgh from, like, Canada. That's a little weird. I like the way the game self-recognizes its own lazy design. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty funny, but it's still a little bit annoying. Exciting patch of ice. Sign of our missing butler. And, oops, I clicked so hard it went out of the frame. Engrossing patch of ice. No dice, buddy. How far this lake am I going to go? Intriguing patch of ice. It's like a false alarm. Provocative patch of ice. We have dry this time. I think I missed one on the way here. I don't think I can go any further. To Montreal? So at least it's to Montreal. This is the hills of Vermont. Can we go to Ben Jerry's? What if Ben & Jerry's open now, given the virus stuff? Come on, where's the hotspot? It's probably right at the very beginning, because I think at the beginning I got looked so hard. Oh, wait, that was Vermont, right? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's like right in the middle of the ocean, apparently, or middle of this lake. I'm seeing one hotspot. It's probably right at the beginning. Hills of Vermont again. Where's the hotspot? I don't like this puzzle. Did I miss something here? It's like pure, it's completely just pixel hunting. Nothing to distinguish these spots from any other spot. So every time you find a patch to investigate, it fills your scan meter. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, the only way to find it is just to do what I'm doing right now, and somehow I still missed it. I missed one of them. It was all going so well until that point. And also, this mouse is like not the best, most sensitive mouse in the world. I know I was playing like such a complicated game here. Wait. Here we go. Can't find a trace. Alright. Check the scope, thank God. This terrible puzzle, thinly designed as a fun Arachne sequence. It's finally over, okay? I think we can say more than done our duty here today. Yeah, I agree. Searched every damn pixel of this lake for both Butler and Sea Monster and found no trace of either. Because, like, neither can be found at Lake Champlain, eh? What we got to look for next? The bathroom. I gotta pee like a racehorse. The nearest ladies' room is in the Max convenience store of Montreal. Are you gonna go to the Montreal now? Oh God, come on. What do I do? I gotta pee. I waste time explaining the subtleties of SCI fonts and Canadian quickie bars. Don't get to Montreal soon. I need new upholstery. Let's just go to the lake here. There's nobody here. Hit the road, buddy. We ain't stopping until we hit Quebec. What? Sploosh. Uh-oh, I think you're dead. Panic. I'll panic. Is this car watertight? Nobody. Can't screen the word that blowed something out of there, so better call the plant or something. What are your options? Contact RCP HQ, honk the horn, set heater to max, turn the radio on, save the game. Let's save the game. Good idea, eh? It's like breaking the fourth wall, isn't it? Alright, how about set the heater to max? Feels really good. It's like kill the cruise battery, no time flat. Oh, nice and toasty, it's right before I start freezing to death. I like you, player. You're a real dope plan in the future. Live fast and live a good-looking frozen corpse kind of person. But you go far in life. I get so worried I have to take out my socks. How about contact HQ? Take off, eh? It's my first day on the job. I don't have to find out sad cruiser to the bottom of the lake on a wild goose chase for a missing butler that got eaten by a sea serpent. This is sort of that goes to your permanent record, you betcha. It's pretty funny. Alright, check the odometer. Who cares? Turn the radio on. Turn the radio on. What song is that? Honk the horn. Turn the lights and sirens.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down.
What the hell song is this?
I
I feel like this video is going to be demonetized, but it's okay. I'm not a partner anyway, so. Oh my gosh. I turned on the headlights and the sea serpent's here. Kill Lawrence. That's so funny. I guess the butler was eaten by a sea serpent.
The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters
Passive oil change records.
bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned.
A cigarette lighter. Copyright strike coming, yeah. Actually, if you have someone else's music, you don't actually get a copyright strike. They just demonetize the video. Like I said, I'm not getting there anyway, so. Just play with the cigarette lighter. I think she's gonna die. Think back to better times. The single best day of her life was one free order of tidbits. Long for might have been. With the Mountie.
And every man knew as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing.
Come on, embrace a cold and watery grave.
The dawn came late.
Already ate the free tidbits. Been a good life, I suppose. No point hanging around during this magazine for those aquarium screensavers, right? Just ease the seat back and settle in for the big nap, okay? I deserve a die this for being a part of that terrible hidden hotspot hunt puzzle on the top of the lake. Sure, I was not a winning part of it, but there's no excuse for such shoddy game design, and no mercy either. Sure, I know I would have just drove straight back to Peg, told Top Hat to get bed and go look for his own butler, right? It's just not good enough to say I'm sorry for a puzzle like that, is there? No, sir, there is not. This is what some folks call karma, eh? So, like, good day, eh? Thanks for playing. I guess that's it. Wait, just a minute. I just realized something. At the time this tear-jerking scene is being scripted, January 21st, 2013, this game was the only game in the running for this month's bag contest. Who cares? She knows this means I'm gonna live by default. I can't just lay back in this cubby bucket and see a die on board of the bottom of Lake Champlain. Now I'm so close to the competition, all I gotta do is show up and collect my trophy. This is really funny, I broke the fourth wall here. I gotta figure a way to go on living it quick. Here's a little rousing pep talk. Come on, Paige, you can't give up, you got so much to live for. Like, do you have a boyfriend, a pet, a houseplant, a goldfish? An apartment? They're still with my parents? I don't know. They're still with a bench out of the bus station? I don't know, I'm a brand new character. No one knows anything about me. Not even me. How the heck am I still find reason to go on living? I don't even know who I am. I love this breaking the fourth wall. It's really funny. Gosh darn it, it's just not fair. Hallucinate, inspiring vision. I see this guy here. My grandpa gave up with Satorus, his evil cult of Cater. I don't know what she's saying.
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan
Kill this music is still playing.
A young man's dreams, the islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below Lake Ontario,
Blah 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 blah
takes in
blah.
what Lake Erie American sailor. The iron boats go as
All
the
is a
mariners
reckless,
all
ill-conceived
go.
plan.
With the gales of November,
Oh boy, from the daring plan. See, I'm trapped underwater with no wetsuit or scuba tank. I'm slowly freezing to drown, so I manage not to cry. That's easy, let me tell you, buddy. This adventure game, these are all about clicking on interesting objects. Apparently not. I think this game is about reading incredibly long blocks of text, most of which are very funny, but it doesn't really excuse the fact that there's just too much of it. Whenever you get stuck on a puzzle, don't know what to do, you take all those items you've gathered and start using them on everything around you. You also get to use them on each other. That's it, that's how we get out of here. So simple, you need to click around the interior of the cruiser to see what sort of stuff I can find. Simple, I use a scuba tank and a wetsuit. You have to combine the times you find to make those things. Probably sort of a mini game, I guess. Come on. Start clicking on stuff. I already saved the game. If you guys tell me to save it, I better save it again. Oh, open the door. That's not so smart. We'll float our plan. Not go through all that again.
Superior, they said, never gives up.
Press the help button. But you can't get clear click on something pairs normally do. I tell you I gotta work with you. You tell me to click on first. Got my purse, glove box, some cup holders, and space on the seats. Like little text adventures. Like Zork, made leather goddess of Phobos. Yeah, that was a great game. It wasn't really a dirty game, but you could make it dirty if you wanted to. But it was a good game. Very hard though. I think I want my money back rating. Steve Moretsky made some great games back then. He sure did. Steve Moretsky. Hats off to Steve Moretsky, one of the best adventure game developers of all time. Let's not get started talking about him. He's not here, right? If he were, there'd be a much better puzzle sequence. Yeah, which for sure would. Which I do first. Oh my god, alright. Look under the seats. Found something. It's a Sunday bowl and a receipt. Okay, search the glove box. A couple of elastics. This is like a MacGyver thing here. Rubber bands. There's an ice scraper. Check the cup holder. Willie's empty bottle of clearly Canadian flavored water. Okay. I also found a bendy straw with some gum and a little bit of lipstick stuck to it. This is gonna be sad here. Rummage through your purse. Jumbo-sized tin of lip balm. I hope it's not. I really hope we're at this point to be like, okay, well, forget all that crap. I'm just gonna die. I don't want to. This is too crazy. Okay, combine inventory opposite items that color me cleverly. If just this by itself works, then I'll be happy actually at this point. Okay, I'll try. This is sort of thing usually handled by a player. Yeah, feels a little weird. We player characters used to be intermediary in these matters. You right click, I walk. You left click, I interact. So I make it feel like I'm making great strides for EGS characters, handling my own inventory, solving puzzles myself. Hi, women, hear me roar. Okay, I think I've solved it. It was a pretty even inventory puzzle, let me tell you. Wish you could have seen it, buddy. I'm actually glad you took care of it for me. I appreciate that. What I did was I used a cigarette lighter as played earlier to melt two tiny holes in the plastic sundae tray. Then I combined the sundae tray with the last to make a crude dye mask. Next, I used the bendy straw in the drink bottle and sealed it with a bubble gum to make a tiny serviceable scuba tank. Finally, I stripped out my underwear. I used the backside of the ice scraper as a trowel to cover my body in a thick coating of lip balm to act as insulation to keep warm in the water. Of course, if I knew I was kind of stripped out to my vegetables, I would have worn something a little bit nicer than these. Heck, if I know Taylor would involve a terrible invisible hotspot puzzle, an embarrassing how the body stripped out her undies and slid herself a lip balm puzzle, I'm thinking maybe I would just stay home today. Alright, let's go. Get going, eh? Don't care if the war's gonna be cold. Just deal with it. The war is cold, me just a bra. Shows this game is in low res. Oh man. What was the point of taking off your clothes? Hammer the bag of Lake Champlain. Let's find some air to breathe as the scuba tank runs out. The game is still going on. I think the game will be over by now for sure. All I need is the air that I breathe. Where am I supposed to find air? Rose diver. Can I just go to the surface? No, apparently not. Can I go this way? Not really. You go to the edge of the screen. Can I go this way? Yeah, you can go this way. Why am I going this way? This is one of the weirdest games I've played in a very long time, I must say. I can just swim all the way back to, like, Pittsburgh. Oh, what's the point of this here? It's like Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Cave. So I was in a submarine in that game. I was planning to fire this cave. It's an old upside down bus. Surprising bus. Tires, man. Oh, the tires, it's smart. I didn't think of that. She just like inside the bus. The door is locked and I don't have a key. A muddy cave in. Yeah, what can I get the air out of the tires? That was smart, but it was too smart because it doesn't work. No way I'm touching that thick goopy mud. I got all my items safely tucked inside my hat. If I take my hat off, myself will get wet. What the hell is she wearing? Yeah, I thought use it. Oh, okay, now I can take the rock. Before I tried to click on the rock and it didn't like seem to let me have it as a hotspot. Oh, is that Where's the house key hidden under a rock? That's very funny, actually. Okay, now can I get to the bus? Let's go inside the bus. It's nice to have a pocket of fresh air to breathe. Okay. Looks like a scuba tank or something. Speaking of me, taking off this close-up shot, like all the pixels in here are huge, right? Figures if I finally get a close-up, it's over my underwear. Guess a little cheesecake helps get those sweet, sweet bags. It's embarrassing. What's this? An old pennant. What's this? Rear door. It's like a keg. Oh, it's a keg. Keg tap seems to be stuck. Oh, it's empty. Oh well. Can you just take it anyway? Take the hose? Apparently not. The handle's stuck and there's no liquid inside. Oh, I can have my items now. What have we get? What is this? Receipt from Dairy Queen. Okay. Cup of Tim Hortons coffee. Cigarettes. Cigarette lighter. And a pennant. Oops. So I'm using the coffee to freeze the keg. What was the point of that, though? The keg was empty, so it drained all the water out of the bus. I didn't realize there was any water in the bus. I thought it was air. Use the keg as an air tank. Matt, you're just way off today, apparently. Rear door. There's a cave on the other side of this door, and the cave is dry full of air. That's how I opened the freaking door. What the hell's going on here? It's like Zach McCracken or something. Conveniently placed rocks. Can I like light a fire in the conveniently placed rocks? What did it say? Something about look at these borders all around me. The bag's deadline must be really close. Need a circle of rocks to burn. Would I burn my receipt? No. How about these cigarettes? Come on. Smoking is a bad habit. Let's get rid of these terrible cigarettes. La, 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 la. We gotta beguiling smokes, leave down, never come back. Would become a sexy biker chick or a leather bra with a big powerful motorcycle, water on cannon, Floyd law, embedded a new man in every town. Alright, come on. Don't smoke, kids. It'll only make your life better in almost every measurable way. Come on. Alright, let's use the lighter. I don't know how this would work, by the way. Cigarette lighter without a car. So glad, so dark you don't want to see it bending over my undies. How much of a fire, eh? Can't wear up with nothing more than these pea little flames. How about I throw some of these other things on the flames? Here it goes again. You'd had some fuel to the fire, but this is that fancy throw paper stuff, right? Probably burns too slow. How about the pennant? I'm gonna sell this on eBay or something. I really don't want to bend over wearing this outfit unless I'm sneaking around in the darkness, okay? So law enforcement officer, I'm ordering you to look away from the screen. Should look away from I don't want to look away from the screen. The heck with you. Just for a minute, okay? Oh, sorry, I'm not happening. Am I looking away? No. I bend over. He caught you. I tell him I'm not looking over. No. Tim Hortons? What the heck? Never been so afraid to be to Tim Hortons in entire my life. Use some spell check on this. That's weird. A mud trash can, a mud counter, a mud donut, a mud menu. Dirty donuts, cruddy crullers. Like some homeless guy down here or something. Built his own Tim Hortons. Slightly makes you suspect this may not be an authorized Tim Hortons franchise. What the hell's going on here? Dark tunnel. She came back. It's too dark. Where about this Tim Hortons at a cave one is the kind of person I like to see come a fair distance. Okay. Can I like light the paper now in the fire also to get like something to take with me? No, it doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Okay. Use it as a torch. I just know like when you bend over, you're not going to peek like you did last time. Because we're buddies, and trust's so very important. If you were my buddy, then maybe that I would do it. But you know. All right, you got the torch. Go in the dark cave. What the heck? Good Gretzky, what the heck's going on here? Le Gas, Le Bongle, more Frenchies. The 94-95 Quebec Nordiques, the HL Super Team missing for almost 40 years. The referee looks to be bored in tears. What the heck? Do I want to know the story? Blah blah, le woo. Le woo, tu le hiss. What's this? A boom box. I'll take that. Oh god. It's Billy Joel. Oh no, it's not the song. Da, 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 da. More copyright strikes. Rock and Roll Part 2. What's the song actually called? Hey! I guess this is the butler. So he's Christopher, the butler, who's also Jeeves. How'd you wind up down here? You by a sea serpent. Did you get pooped out? Heavens no, I fell through a hole in the ice. That's happened to me too. There was a sea serpent. What? Fabric of space, fabric department, sent arrival of Pittsburgh. It's definitely a copyright strike. I can turn it off. No, what's the point? I mean, it's not gonna be a copyright strike. Again, it's gonna be just video gets demonetized. I think. I can't really focus on the game anymore. I like the song. What's he talking about here? Some kind of crazy story about the hockey team. What about the apocalypse? What about Pope Oprah? Emperor W III? Church of Keanu Reeves? Lost the moon of Moonbase Alpha? Pitiable fools, they create the blowfish are still touring. Poor Alan over there can't wait to get the service values to the Phantom Menace. Huge Star Wars fan. Star Wars! Jew. Yes, Alan. Star Wars. Everybody loves Star Wars. You didn't tell him, did you? Didn't tell him what? That sucked. What's the other Tim Hortons over there? You're strong Canadian men. They appear to be death together. They're Canadian men, yes. Their arms are chilling on face. I gotta turn off the music. Good day. Oh, turn the boombox. I love that song. Everyone loves that song. I like it too, but I guess you can't turn it off. Oh gosh. Who's winning the game? Nordic trip, 3 minutes left to go. The game was called The Cat of Woman in Her Underwear on the Ice. They play the Champlain Invisible Men. Oh, come on. She asked this question to everybody. Is the apocalypse treating you, sir? Lead over to Eastern Europe, the force of the Combine, and put over their citadel. It's like, what's that from? Half-Life or something? Yeah, one crowbar whack at a time is Half-Life. And whether we're having a... Is it... What does it say down here? You can come me right away. Where? Promise Monocle Man, bring you back. Must I? Sure, it turns out fine use a file goal in this Mags game, buddy. This is a Mags game? Yeah, beauty, eh? That explains a terrible rushed background art. It's a little better earlier in the game, I swear. I don't agree, he's just begun the very same cadence kept the Nordiques trapped for 4 decades. I have no idea, buddy, but I know the Mags deadline is literally hours away. There's no time to lose. This game is coming to end whether the raid is solid big file puzzle or not. It's whatever we're going. You gotta get Tim Hortons right away. The Tim Hortons, the hooray, the Timbits. Alright, somehow they got out of the bus. Le blah. Thanks for your help. Good luck coming in terms of Jar Jar. Still not clear on how he escaped. Neither am I. I'm trying to figure it out. Come on, hurry. You can from the closing credits. They just got inside. They just missed the closing credits. That's really funny. Who's that guy with the glasses? Oh, that's the Tim Hortons guys. Once again, found myself in your service, sir. Deep sigh. No time for tear-jerking reunions, eh? The closing credits are right behind us. Paige, what happened? Where are your clothes? There's no time to explain. The mag's deadline is here. Ah, look over there. It's the closing credits.
This is where the DJ talks. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, beauty, go. Okay.
Whoops. Back making games.
Welcome to our sing-off. I'm Bob McKenzie, and this is my brother Doug. How's it
What's the
going,
strange brew?
Beauty, eh?
Yeah, I like that.
All right, this is really
Okay,
funny.
everyone. This record
Now, what'd you
was
think?
my idea.
Still there?
It was.
You're lying.
Hosehead here just sort of rid on my coattails.
Why are you doing this? It
It's
was
like-
our idea together, eh?
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't
We
such a
agreed
great
to say
game
that,
per
but-
se.
Oh, take off.
It was like a lot of talking, although it was very funny. And it was entertaining. It was fun. More like as interactive fiction, I don't know,
Decent
interactive
saying, eh?
novel
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
good. Okay, so
But
good
really
day.
funny.
Our topic
They
today
tried really
is
hard,
beauty.
and like
That's right.
I really like the music.
My
I wish they
brother
actually
and I
paid
are
for
now
the,
experts in the field.
you know, for the
right,
rights
because
to
we're
play
a
this
band
music, so I
now.
wouldn't get
Yeah,
like
yeah.
demonetized.
Except
But
for
again,
him,
I'm not
I'm
getting
a
paid
band.
anyway, so it makes no
How
difference.
can you do that? Making me look bad.
But
You're such a
really
hosehead.
fun.
Yeah, well, take off.
Listen to the rest of the music.
It's a beauty way to
Yeah,
go.
I liked it also. I think it's fun. It works great in their proof of concept. I wonder if there's any other games about this bounty. I should go check it out. But
Hey, hosehead. Yeah, what? Listen to this. It's
Who's
coming.
her?
You know what it is?
What?
It's a drum solo.
I'd like to see a fully developed game. Yeah.
Okay,
I don't-
everyone,
I wonder
like,
if
this
this guy
is me
has
on
any
the
fully
drums.
developed
Get out.
games.
It is not.
It was a pretty good riff on the whole adventure game genre and culture. Underwater module got cut from the game, but looked real beauty. Journal module also got cut out sadly. Pretty funny. Parallax module got cut too. I big plans for this game a tight
Like
deadline,
magic,
buddy.
eh? It's coming in.
Well, that's like.
It's like it was sung by angels.
Hey, hosehead.
Yeah, what?
Guess what? It's over.
BobandDoug.com.
Take off. That can't be.
It is, yeah, it is. Because,
Why?
well, hit records are short. Like,
No way.
Yeah, they're not that long.
Reminds me of that
Okay,
promotional
so
two shooter
that's
Richard.
our topic
Yeah,
for
that,
today.
but that game
So,
was not
good
as
day.
funny as
Good
this
day.
at all. That game was like a cute idea.
Hey, don't
But it
go.
just was
No,
not
come back, eh? Look what you
funny
did.
like this one
Everybody's
is.
going because of you.
There's some songs
I
here.
won't let him do it
Requiem is a
again.
show.
My fault was
I think that's
you.
all
You're
Rock and Roll
such a
Part
hoser.
2. I
There's
never
no
knew
way
that.
I'll ever do another record
I
with
just
you,
thought it was like
Hoser.
the
Okay, that's
you know,
fine.
the
I'll
Hay
do a
song or
solo
something.
album.
Fine, and
You know, I know
you'll
what
be
you keep
looking
talking
for
about.
me
We used to
like
find
on
like some
another
stuff so you
label.
go out
Now
on
everybody's
stage.
gone.
So-
Good
But it's
day.
just not.
Good day.
That game was not so funny. It was okay. Dedicated to Bruce J. Mitchell for being the greatest Canadian alive, eh? I don't know who Bruce J. Mitchell is. Well, anyway. Oh, wait, it's not over yet. This game was made by Ponch for Mags, January 2013. Remember to vote, share, support for Mags. Yeah, that's cool. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I don't think I ever laughed so much in a game, at least not recently. I have the strangest feeling I'm being watched, eh? Ah, holy hockey scene. Scare the heck out of me, buddy. Enjoy the closing credits. Amazing I feel like you needed to make a little Mags game. See, I hope I can stumble a ride. Supposing to be happy losing my cruiser, or my clothes for that matter. Wish there was more game for us to play here, but that's pretty much all of it, buddy. If you want to stay around here with me and keep company while I look for a ride, I'd be glad to have the company. Doug McKenzie. Here comes someone. That's the guy she pulled over in the beginning. Friend Detroit, la ho ho ho, la wink. Think we'll lift to Mount the HQ. We're gonna say goodbye to the player, eh? Okay, like this is really the end and stuff. Thanks for playing. Hope we go to their adventure soon, eh? Good day, buddy. That was an abrupt ending. It just all of a sudden closed the window. Well, I enjoyed that. Hope you guys did too. I think it was a lot of fun. Hope there's another game in the future for that. And have a good evening, night, day, whatever it is by you guys. And we'll do this again soon. Thanks a lot, Matt. Thanks others for watching. If you like this, subscribe, like, etc. Have a good one. Stay safe.